Hi, this is Mel B, and I am getting ready, so I thought jump on in with me and let's talk about some things. I had a really wonderful woman reach out in my last video and talking about being an invisible woman. Once you get to be 60, you might have experienced that. Maybe you always did from even being, I'm going to take this back to thinking of there's personalities or insecurities that we can have that from a child that started. What started that invisible woman? Was it culture? Is it ageism? Was it parenting that we received? What was it? Was it bully classmates? What was it that caused us to shrink inside and disappear? Now, I think a lot of it has to do with in here, it comes from the inside out. And I think there's things we've learned, patterns we've learned, fears that we let go around in our head. Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna go ahead and put this oil on my face. This is retinol. It's a natural retinol. It's called Bakuchiol. This is 2% serum. So it's a natural retinol. And so it's not as expensive and it's natural. And it's a bit more, what do I want to say? It's not as harsh on the face perhaps as, some high grade. Those might be more effective, but I don't know, I'm on a budget usually, and I like to use things that are very natural. So I just like to put it on my neck and chest, but let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you react when you go into a room and why maybe we react that way. I think that one of the things for myself, because I do this, I was with a group of ladies recently, and they were, most of them 20, some 30 years younger than me, and all successful women. Now, I'm usually a very outgoing woman. I can walk into a room and be my boss lady or very social, greeting, hello, all that stuff. But I have to admit that there were times that I found myself like alone, that they weren't flocking to me, but they were flocking to each other. So we fight battles in our head because I know in reality all those women love me and care about me. But youth gravitates to youth. And we kind of 60-year-old sisters gravitate to each other, right? But I have to admit, in here, and my mom always told me that in here she still felt like she was like 22. And you know what? The older I got, the older I get up here, there's still that insecure girl, there's still that 22-year-old that I want to be right there in the midst of those ladies, having just as much fun, being just as fun and all that stuff that they are in our youth. I'm still that girl up in here. I really am. And I think maybe a lot of you are too. So how do we overcome that? How do we get past that feeling of just being in the background? I'm going to put on some Pore Professional. This is Benefit. It's a pore reducer, so it's what I like to do, especially when I just want to look really more flawless, more, that my skin looks really video film ready. But, sometimes that's just how you want to be when you're walking out the door, going to church, wherever you're going. So this goes a long way. And I bought this. I'll try to see if I can find a link and put it below. But it was recommended to me, especially being over 60. And what is nice about it is that as your makeup, throughout the day, you can reapply it in areas Maybe you want to reapply it around your lips, right? Filling those pores around the nose, because I have more pores like around my nose. I like to put, I don't really put this all over, but I put it on those areas that have more pores than others. Up in here, in this area, I tend to have a bit more pores on my forehead and in between my eyebrows. Okay. So what can we do? What can we do to get past that? Sometimes for me, especially when I began going gray, losing all my hair and then deciding to let it go gray, is that for me, I discovered that I self-isolated. My confidence was gone. I didn't want anybody to see all the pinkness on top of my scalp. I just felt really uncomfortable, and I still don't go out with my own hair. Well, one, it's always gray and rainy here most of the time where I live, and so I don't want it to get wet and the wind blow it and then it just looks like a wet dog. So I tend to always wear wig. I love wigs. I like that they're ready and defy the rain and the wind, and I feel more youthful. And so that's the first thing about being invisible, is I think we tend to begin to self-isolate. And then because we lose our confidence, we walk out the door and we don't make eye contact. We don't look at anybody. We just walk on by. And if you don't look up and look people in the eye, how will you know? I find, and it maybe throws people off a lot of times, but when I'm walking down the sidewalk, I tend to, people that are passing, is I look them in the eye. I catch their eye, and then just do a nice little, or just a nice, pleasant smile. You don't have to go all full, toothy on them, but just recognize, I see you. And when you do that, what is there some saying that smile and the whole world smiles with you? It's like that. And it's really nice to suddenly find that person. I've done it walking down the street here, and Dutch people aren't really big on that, so to speak, but I see another senior lady and I try to catch them in the eye and give a nice smile, just a passerby. Hi. I'm just amazed at how you can see the lights go on in their face. Like, oh, you see me. I'm not invisible. So what can we do to overcome that invisibility? Make more eye contact. Smile. I think that's the first step. And realize that that's what people are looking at. People are looking at your smile. They're looking at, that's what they're going to see. When they see you and you do that, maybe you're at the cash register, that's what they're going to do. They're going to see your smile. And if you're wearing a wig, or if you have pink scalp showing, you know what? They're not looking at that. They're not looking at that. They're looking at your smile. And because when you smile, make eye contact, people look into your soul, and that's what they see. They see the beauty there. They see that person that you are on the inside, not this thing, not the makeup, not the hair, not the clothes. They're looking at you, who you are. So I would say that that's one of my first things, is get out there in life. Don't isolate. If you won't go out because of your hair, do like I did. Get a wig. Wear a wig. And don't be afraid. If that helps take away fear, if that gives you confidence, and I can tell you, it takes away my fear. It gives me complete confidence. When I get on a elevator and I have someone say, "Oh my gosh, I love your hair. Who does it?" That just feels fantastic. It really does. That feels so wonderful to have someone say that, and yeah, it's a really good feeling, and it'll give you that confidence that they think that's your real hair. You go to church and people are going to think, even if they know you're really good and they know what your hair is like, maybe they're just going to give you compliments of what you've done for yourself. Oh, I really like the hair. Oh, is that a wig? It looks fabulous. Those are the things that people are going to say. I tell you what, I'm a Southern girl, and if someone says something in a negative way, I come from the feeling of then they weren't really my friends anyhow, because friends don't talk that way to each other. They encourage, they support. That's what they do. So, you know, we won't go there, but, and besides, who gets a vote? I have a video, one of the very first ones when I started this channel, because of negativity and that people like to get on and comment negativity stuff, that, yeah, I did one that was about no, nope, no. So just look at that video. It's to encourage you of how to tell people no. So we're overcoming this cultural thing, society thing too, that younger women think that we should step out of the way. There are some younger women that think our day has come and gone. It's their turn. What are you doing here on social media? What can you tell anybody about makeup? Anything like that. You just get negativity. And that's why my channel is called Males Be Ageless. Don't let that number define you. I feel like it's not right that in the 50s, we were starting to be, up until the point Victorian women had always grown their hair out long. I remember I had a teacher that had Mrs. Taylor in second grade. She had hair down to her knees probably. She would take it down at recess, and some of us girls would stay back so we could comb her long hair. It was just magnificent, beautiful salt and pepper gray hair. And it was magnificent. She'd let us comb it and brush it. She usually wore it all done up in a bun. But what happened is in the 50s, marketing, and somehow they started telling women that when you turn 50, you have to cut 40, 50, you have to cut all your hair off. You have to go short and cut your hair off. It's not appropriate. Who decided that? What marketing team decided? Hairstyle? I don't know who decided to start telling us women, when you reach a certain age, cut your hair off. It doesn't make sense to me. It's not right. And we listened to it. And that just became the norm. I've heard that over and over in my 68 years. I've heard over and over of people commenting that. Now, granted, I think sometimes we do look good. I like my hair short. I swore forever I'd never cut it short. And when it starts falling out and you have to shave it off, you come to grips with it. So, but I started wearing pixie wigs. I get a lot of compliments on that. And there is that benefit of, and how it does with lifting the face sometimes. Depending on your face shape, a longer wig might drag your face down. And sometimes just the way it's cut, the way it's going to cut under your chin, where it's going to cut, the lift, the volume, all of that can just really give you up a feeling of liftedness. So there are many reasons to have short hair. And there's all the reasons that you can have for wearing your hair long. And because that's when you get to that decision-making process of you do you. And if long hair makes you happy and you feel good and you can grow your hair out, grow your hair out. If you can't, get a long wig. I have plenty of videos down where I'm wearing pink wigs, a long pink wig, a long salt and pepper. So yeah, just wear the wig, right? Buy it, buy your long hair, buy your short hair. It's so easy to do. So I think that was the next thing that started is younger women, somebody out there telling us that you can't do long hair anymore. They want to tell us how to dress, what we should wear, what's appropriate to wear. And I think there's a time and place of what to wear. Absolutely. I think that definitely there's a time and place of appropriateness of where you're going and what you're going to be wearing. But what I do with my, it doesn't need to be so strict that you start wearing nothing fashionable, that you don't wear bright colors anymore, that you wear only grays and you quit putting on makeup and you just give up. You say, oh, well, I'm 60. Okay. Starting to get wrinkles. Okay. I'm done. You don't have to. You don't have to. You can always turn it around and go the other direction. Go back to your youthful self. That girl inside of your head that still sees, still feels, you still feel it, then my suggestion is do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. Don't not do it for anybody else. Do it because it's just going to make you feel confident, and guess what? Not feel so invisible. Wear the makeup. Go out and let your energy begin to rise. Fight through those thoughts, because it's a fight. It's a battle. The negative thoughts, the fears that we have, it's a battle. And I know I've been fighting it all my life. And I know I'll probably continue to, but just keep going for it. Just keep, buy the fun color. Google and look at what's good fashions for 60 up. What's good colors for 60 up. And I'm going to tell you what's good colors for one thing. As we age and our skin thins out and it becomes gray and purple and thin, what colors are going to look good, of course. I like contrast with black. It's good. That's a color I've always loved black. But I love colors that give vibrancy, like turquoises, and I like colors that are pinks and purples and jewel colors and stuff that just makes you stand out. Now, if the most that you're going to do is just a dab of pink, then just do a dab of pink. That's it. Just do it on your lips, do a little on your cheeks. Goes a long way with just looking glowing. And that's kind of what we want to get back, is that glowy look to it. This is a Vaseline. I like this Vaseline. And no, it's not bad for you. It's not the type of petroleum product that is bad. It doesn't, doctors, cosmetologists have been using it for years and they've never backed away from it. And this is a really pretty one. I just love it because it softens your skin, and it just gives, it looks red, a dark pink in here. It's just Vaseline, and just nice feel on the lip. So big favorite of mine. You could put this on your cheeks if you wanted to, if you have dry skin and all. Just rub some in on your cheeks, and now you're just gonna have a glow to yourself. So eye contact, wear bright colors, put on jewelry again, and prepare your hair. So if you still have hair, this is a fun thing. I use a pink shampoo that corrects yellow and a pink conditioner. And it just, you can't really probably tell, but just gives it the nicest little pink glow. And I think it just makes my face look more vibrant, more pink, and doesn't disappear. The other thing that I think is always important, of course, is eyeliner and putting on, I'm just going to put on some light eye makeup today. But I think that eyeliner is really terrific, and mascara for just making the eyes pop a little bit more. Now, I always kind of do my eyes a little bit the same. I like this Be Polite, and it just goes on so nice and stays on forever. So I like to put the neutral on my eyelid. I'm going to cover all that purple. See that purple in there, that where it gets, your skin gets really thin. You just want to go over that. I like the gold right under my eyebrow. I think that gives a little lift. The other thing we can do is help each other, is that we don't tear each other down. We don't criticize one another. We don't have to be the fashion police and tell women, oh, you can't do this and you shouldn't do that and you never should, and of what they can or can't do because of their age. We don't want to do that. We want to encourage. We want to help each other through this difficult time that we all go through with our bodies, with our health, with everything, our skin, our hair, our nails. We need to help one another. We need to encourage one another. That's what we need to do. And I am all for, if you are, there are women that just, they don't want makeup, they don't want to do any of that, then that is fine. You're probably not here on my channel then, because, you know, and if you are here, maybe you're watching it because you don't want to be in that place anymore. You don't want to be the invisible woman in that phenomenon. And, you know, because we don't want to be there. You know, sometimes you get to be 60, and especially in the workplace, if you start getting treated as being experienced, that can happen, because all of a sudden it's more of an ageism type thing, that you're getting looked over because they think you're too old. They think you aren't young enough to be doing the job anymore, that someone younger down the back in the line should have that position or job. So, you know, some of the things to do is maybe brighten up, spruce up, be the boss lady, right? You can do it, and don't be afraid to step out there and try some things to see how you feel. You know, do it at home first. I always say, put the makeup on at home, wear it around the house first, wear the wig at the house first, wear the outfit at the house first. Go to some store, place you never go that nobody knows you, and wear it to the grocery store. Look people in the eye and smile, and see how it makes them feel. See how it makes you feel, and see if it helps not to disappear. I think the other part of it, besides culture, besides other women kind of not being there for us, perhaps, then we've got to reach out and find that community of women like us to help one another, to encourage one another. So I appreciate that you're in this community of mine. I hope that you will subscribe. It helps my channel so that I'm able to keep doing this, to reach out and get these messages out to women out there that need to hear something like this. They really do. And we can be the ones that are doing that, right? I did send out a post today in community. I hope you're subscribers so that you get it. And it's all about, I put an email there so that you can send me your stories. You can send me your experiences with, especially this topic on the invisible woman phenomenon, and what you've experienced in that. You know, send it to me in email, and then give me your permission there if there's something that it's okay if I share your story. And I definitely don't want to do it without your permission. But by doing that, I think that you can help other women quite a bit. Your story might help another woman turn her life around. And that together as a community, we can help one another, but maybe reach out around the world, even sharing and helping with other women so that they feel better about themselves. And let's step into this world being visible and not letting other women and culture keep us down. I'm going to put on a little bit of mascara, and then I'm going to put on a wig. So I'm just going to give me a brush. This is kind of like my day. This is how I do my daytime. My video I did put out on Monday. So if you look at the post before here video, I did a lot more eye makeup. So it looked a lot more Hi, Glam, but I also wear glasses. And I feel like when you wear glasses most of the time, I think it just gives you more ability or flexibility to really wear your, how am I going to say it, to wear a lot more makeup behind those glasses so your eyes pop from behind. I think that gives you a chance to do that. And then there's a lot of times that, you know, if I'm going out and it's date night or things like that, I have some contact lenses I can pop in for special occasion. I don't like to wear them every day. I'm comfortable in my glasses. I just ordered 2 new pairs, so I will share those with you. I'll probably wear them, show you off. These red ones I have, pinkish red, they're scratched, and I've had them a few years now, and it's time. It is time. And that brings up another thing, you know, things like glasses. Next time you go to get new glasses, buy that fun pair, buy that really out there pair, buy that pair that's just going to make people look at you and see you, and then smile, look them in the eye and smile. So maybe it's just something as simple as that, a new pair of glasses. I don't know, but I know, search your heart. I hope there's little bits of things that I have said that maybe can help you in your journey to getting comfortable with who you are and not letting other people define you in what you want to do, that how they think about you and your age and what you should or should not be doing is, yeah, it's not up to them. It's up to you, you know, it's you do you. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you feel ageless, right? Let's do it makes us feel ageless. Now today I'm gonna pop on another one of my favorites. This is how I'm gonna finish off my look today. And it is Gabor's. This is called Own the Room. So yeah, right, we're gonna own the room. This means we're not gonna be invisible. This means we're gonna step in that room and own it. This means that our boss lady years are not over. Our mama bear years are not over. We don't have to move over for the young generation. We still have miles and miles to go, and we can be what we want to be on that journey. So let's pop on the room. And this is in an Arctic white. It's gonna look shiny. I know, I hear the comments. You saw how shiny my bio hair was looking under these lights, right? It's a gray, rainy day out. So I just don't get the sun in this room on winter days a lot of times. So we are under the lights, but look what a great style she is. She is so pretty. I love that she's still tuckable behind the ears. She's a nice length. I did well played in the video beforehand, and she was really long. So this is kind of almost like a sister to it in a way, just much shorter, a little bit more styled, a little bend in it, where well played is very kind of choppy on the ends. It's Raquel Welch. This is Gabor. If you want to, you can take a dry shampoo and just spritz it. Take it from a distance and just spritz it, and it does knock down the shine on it. And believe it or not, this does not look, in person, if you were here, you can see it's not that shiny. If you're outside, it's gonna take on the sunlight. It's gonna take on maybe the gray day, and you're not gonna get this reflection. So this shine mostly has to do with these big lights I'm under. So I have to do the lights because it's gray and rainy outside. Okay, so this is it. Let me do a little turnaround for you. That is Gabor's Own the Room, and that's what we're gonna start doing, right? We're just gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna keep sharing about it some, because I want you to have the confidence to do the things that you wanna do and not do what you've been told to do. that we can step out of our fear zone, that we can hand in hand together as a community, that we can hopefully overcome some of these challenges, that will no longer in our 60s be the invisible woman, or 70s or 80s, that will always be our authentic self, but also be present and make eye contact and smile. Yep. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. I hope you'll subscribe and follow along, and leave your comments down below, and email me in the community page. I put my email. It's communityofmelb@gmail.com. I hope you'll send me your stories and pictures. If you have successes with wigs that you've received, I'd love to see all of your pictures as well. So send them over, and with your permission, maybe I can share them on here with other people. Thank you for being here. Doing my darlings. Bye.